The David and Celeste drama just took a turn nobody was expecting. It's been 7 long days, y'all. 7 long days. If you guys don't know, I recently got a community guideline strike on the main channel. That's why I have not been uploading. You guys know that I'm Mr. Consistent, man. Where you at? Yeah, I'm Mr. Show Up, dig? But they took your boy out, bro. I don't know what YouTube got against me, man. They gave me a strike for child safety. And trust me, bro, what they gave me a strike for, they gave a timestamp and everything. It was absolute BS, bro. Absolute BS. And I would show y'all, but I'm just so scared of getting another strike or getting in trouble with YouTube that I don't even want to risk putting it on the screen. But take my word for it, bro. If you are a part of my community, you watch all my videos, you guys know I'm not posting anything that is crazy. And the crazy part about all this is all the videos that we react to are on YouTube and are public on YouTube, getting more views than what my video gets. So it just doesn't make any sense. I feel like YouTube has a serious inconsistency problem when it comes to how they be handling their creators, bro. And you know, I hate complaining because I love the platform so much. This is how we make a living, but it's just so scary when if you get 3 strikes, you're out. 3 strikes, your entire channel will get deleted. And now we are 1-1 for a video that I can clearly see is still out on YouTube. And you know, I'm not gonna point fingers because the video that actually got me a strike, one of the person that made the video, he's actually one of my creator friends. So it's like, you know, I'm not hating on him. I'm not hoping YouTube takes his video down, but it's like he posted it. It's up on his channel, getting views right now, dancing in everybody's face. And I go react to it and I get a strike. So YouTube just has a real bad consistency problem, bro. And it's really scary when it essentially could put your career on the line, bro. But with that being said, man, let's not waste too much time. But I do need y'all to go rock with me over on Berto2. The link to that will be in the description. Berto2. That's where I've been posting when I was away from my main Berto channel. And you know, it's kind of, I don't want to say a backup plan, but it's just somewhere else that we could spread the community to, because again, I don't know what YouTube is on. So it's like, I want to have a place that, you know, no matter what, I could still get this content out for you guys. So make sure you guys go subscribe to Berto2. Where you at, family? I love y'all so much. Let's get right into the video.
Where you at, Berto?
This David and Celeste situation is getting weird here. There are things that are not making sense. There's holes being poked in the story. And a lot of us are sitting back like, wait, what's going on here? Everything we thought we knew about the situation and the dynamic here is being changed every day. A big component of this entire case is Celeste was missing. She was a missing child. Her family hadn't seen her.
And that's kind of what I was saying. I was like, I get that kids go missing, and I get, like, you know, sometimes there are tragic situations where they're just literally missing. But for this one, it almost feels like, where was the sense of urgency from the parents? We haven't heard nothing from the parents this whole time, by the way.
It's March of 2024 because she ran away to be with David, and they didn't even know who David was. They just knew the name, thought maybe this was a boyfriend from school, but she ran away with this guy called David, and David was harboring a missing child in his mansion, doing unimaginable things to her, violating his victim. Well, after today's update, the probability that the family did not know she was with David, or the family did not know where she was, or the family was blindsided by this relationship with this adult man, it looks like that probability is low. It's possible that the family kind of was okay with this, kind of knew where she was, kind of just let her do her own thing, and didn't really bother to seek her out. According to NBC LA, Celeste's brother told them that the family member who still live in Lake Elsinore are grieving and were well aware that the girl knew the singer David. Now, Matthew Rivas, which is the brother, said when his sister disappeared, she was on her way to see a movie with him but never returned. So they knew she was going to go see a movie with him. I know a lot of people were questioning if the family knew of David.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Like, yo, so we just go, one, why is a 12-year-old just going to the movies with a random person? Like, what? Why are parents even allowing that to happen? That makes no sense at all. Absolutely disgusting. But let's just entertain that thought for half a second. Your daughter goes to the movies, never comes back, and it's just kind of like, oh, maybe she'll find her way back. Like, what?
What her brother said in an interview, they knew. Although Matthew says he communicated with Celeste over the phone, nobody has come forward to say when Celeste was last physically seen. And everything that's been communicated from the family to the police to the media has always been the last time we seen Celeste was when she went missing April 5th, 2024. That's the same date that's on the missing person report and the flyer for Celeste, which is April 5th, 2024. However, TMZ uncovered a video of Celeste at the family home arguing with the neighbor, well, way after April 2024. They found a video from September of 2024.
Really?
All the way up to the end?
Right there. I'll tell you where that. See that door right there? Number 2, not on it.
Let me talk real quick, okay? You gonna let me talk?
I ain't gonna let you talk.
No, you ain't gonna let me talk. Why you not gonna let me talk? You tripping.
I ain't tripping.
Nah, you tripping. Talk about you ain't tripping. You gonna let a woman talk? All right, I'm not gonna let your woman talk.
I see over here.
She's 12 talking like this? Well, or maybe, what? Man, I don't understand how y'all out here negotiating with children as an adult.
Again.
Your little house, you don't even got a house.
Hey, bro.
You talk to
Damn.
Ain't nobody black right here, homie. We're Southsiders right here, homie. We're Southsiders here. Get it right, homegirl. Shut up with your black talking. Shut up. You talking like you black, girl, with your black talking.
What's your black what?
While she's arguing with the neighbor, she kept saying the N-word, not the hard ER, but the igga this, igga. Feel me? Like she's talking like a 13-year-old, 14-year-old who grew up, in the urban city, in like in the projects or in the hood, And they tell her, stop with your black speaking with Southsiders. If you guys don't know who Southsiders are in LA, they run LA. They're like the kings of LA. Like the blacks are terrified of them. That's just how things go in LA, right? But this video is from September of 2024. And what this really showcases or highlights from my perspective, now maybe y'all see it differently,
Is the parents are not involved. This girl is literally doing whatever the hell she wants. She's having her way. And she's too young to be having that. Her parents failed her, bro. Her parents failed her. David is a sick individual, and that's a whole different argument, but her parents failed her, bro. Her family, her home life, that shit was not together.
Celeste really wasn't missing, bro. Like, she was coming in and out. She was going. She didn't really have to sneak out, to be honest, bro, because she's clear as day over there. Now, after the end of this conversation, you're about to hear, I think they have a communication with the father on camera, but if not, we have a transcript of exactly what took place after this conversation. And they would alert the father, hey, we were just arguing with your daughter. Now, the family claims the last time we seen her was April of 2024, and she's been missing for over a year now. We don't know where she was. The video shows she was in the family home September of 2024. And
Wow.
the father was aware. And based on the reaction from the father when the neighbor told him exactly what just, happened with the neighbor and his daughter, it was not like a reaction of, oh my God, you found my daughter? Oh my God, you found my daughter? No, it was a, man, that's just how she is, man. Which shows that he probably already knew, or he had, like he was well aware that she was back home. September of 2024.
Yeah. Ain't nobody black right here. What are you talking about? I said we're not black over here. Why are you calling us? You keep saying we're not black. Let it go. Go back to your house.
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 You ain't gonna do nothing, bro. What you gonna do? You ain't no gangster. You ain't nothing. What you are? What you are but a little girl? What you but a little girl? What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? I don't go home.
You need to go home. Seriously.
I'm not Mexican. Out the door and you tripping.
Oh my God.
And she's talking to like this to neighbors, by the way. It's not even her people. Jesus.
Out of here.
You ain't gonna do shit. You ain't gonna do shit. You better get over there. Get your ass over there, little girl.
Oh my God.
Go over there, little girl. You ain't gonna do shit. Go.
She needs a beating.
Go. What are you gonna do, bro?
Go call her dad, babe.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, little girl?
The incident that led to Celeste going over and screaming at the neighbors was because the neighbors and their young kids, they pulled a ding-dong ditch prank at her parents' home, which Celeste was at September of 2024. Now, while the video isn't very clear, now the family confirmed the woman in the video is Celeste due to them recognizing her on missing posters just months prior. In the video, she calls the neighbors the N-word, probably the neighbor to inform her that they weren't black and, not to call them that. Now, after the incident, they went to apologize, but were greeted by Celeste's father, who was home when Celeste was there, who seemed unbothered by the situation. The neighbors claim, although Celeste was missing once they saw her back in the neighborhood, they believe she's been found and didn't think to question the situation. TMZ confirmed the footage was taken September 8th, just one day before her 14th birthday. Here's why this is important, and this is just not filler, okay? We were under the assumption Celeste ran away from home April of 2024.
And she's just been gone this whole time.
And she met this dude, David, online, and she ran away with David. The family had no knowledge that she was with David. They knew nothing about this. Now, we're starting to believe this may be like an R. Kelly situation, where the family knew she was dating and she was with this adult who just happened to be this really famous rapper, and they was allowing her to be with the rapper. They was allowing her to go over there.
And this is why I say it's like David is a disgusting human being. David definitely bears a lot of responsibility for even engaging in this activity with this girl. But bro, her parents failed her, bro.
Allowing a 13, 14-year-old to be out until 3 a.m. with this famous rapper because they were okay with the relationship because they knew this may come back monetarily at some point. And if that's the case, and if Celeste was not missing, and she didn't run away on her own, and she was back and forth between the family home and David home, and they was perfectly okay with this 14, 13-year-old little girl living with a grown man that they knew she was in a relationship with, then the blood of Celeste is also on the family's hands.
Facts.
I'm gonna be honest.
Now, that's how we feel. But can somebody let me know, in the eyes of the law, though, that's probably not how it's going to go down. They're probably not going to put that on them.
Listen, now, again, we're not saying that's the case. We're not saying that's the case at all. But what we're saying is it looks like it's going in that direction.
Yeah.
They was okay with Celeste going over there, being with David. They condoned the relationship. And they probably didn't tell the police, hey, the last time we seen Celeste was September. She really wasn't missing. She was going back and forth. Because all we ever heard was, hey, she's been missing since April. She was with David. He was hiding her from us. That's why she was hiding her face in every picture. Hey, man, she ran away, man. We know what to do. No, she was back in September. And we don't know how long she was there for. We don't know.
Speaking to an ex-boyfriend who lives still in the same area where Celeste grew up, but he spoke to one of our producers. His young man's name is Damien. It says that he and Celeste started dating when he was either 13 or 14, but he says that she did talk about some trouble at home, and I don't know how much of this is teenager, or is there something?
I'm sorry to laugh. Brother right here just looked like he falling asleep while standing up. Oh, my bad. I couldn't not notice that.
Especially different.
Am I tripping?
Was going on there, but this is what Damien.
We should just say we have edited some specifics out because we have not been able to confirm them, and we don't want to do this. But he is talking generally. By the way, he's sitting next to his mother.
She said how her mom didn't treat her well or whatever, and she didn't like where she was at.
Did she talk at all about her relationship with her parents?
Kind of. She just said they were mean or whatever. She didn't like them.
What is your last memory that you have of Celeste?
We were at PE, and she told me and my friend that she was running away. And she said it was because of her parents. And she was like joking about it, and she was like happy, like joking like she always was. And like it didn't seem real because like she was like
just some little kid shit, just saying bullshit. And I could see how, as a classmate, if you heard some shit like that, like it's weird because on the surface level, you probably should feel concerned when you hear something like that. But, put yourself in a kid's shoes, and it's just like you're just joking around with your classmate. Like, you've said some bullshit before that you didn't really mean. So, I'm not going to put that on them.
Playing around, joking about it. And the next day, she wasn't at school. And like that's the last time I saw her.
Yeah, so she had run away, as you know, and we've talked about several times. She ran away in January of 2024, came back, and police got her in February in Hollywood, and then she ran away in March of 2024. Now, we're told that's the last time the family saw her, although there's some conflict over whether she came back after that.
Well, yeah, so it was interesting, too, his interview. I mean, that matches up with what we're hearing from law enforcement, that that she had some type of troubled home life, and that was the reason for her running away, obviously. And then we got this video yesterday, which was kind of shocking because we thought maybe the last time her mom had seen her, or her parents had seen her, was one of the last times she had ran away.
Right, in the spring of 2024.
So we spoke to a neighbor directly in an apartment right next door to where she lives. They had Nest camera. I believe we're going to show it.
Footage that was, this is from September 7th, 2024.
Harvey just said,
it's kind of crazy. Celeste kind of had always the same little uniform on. Hoodie, curly hair, baggy pants.
Listen, we interviewed her.
Very recognizable.
Ex-boyfriend. She was so young that it just feels weird calling ex-boyfriend, but she interviewed her ex-boyfriend, okay? Now, TMZ said, listen, we had to edit out a couple of things because we couldn't confirm it. What I was told was the ex-boyfriend was making some serious claims of abuse. He was describing horrific things that the parents did to Celeste. TMZ had to cut it out because they're like, hold on, bro. You are a kid. You might be just saying things, man. We can't confirm nothing you're saying. We're not about to like publish you saying that they did this to Celeste. Like that's insane. Like they still grieving.
Yeah.
Until we have confirmation, we can't, post that. Which to me is even more concerning. Y'all wasn't all the way truthful about the last time y'all seen her, which is a red flag. Then we say, there was horrific abuse happening. That's a red flag. But we still can't explain how she ended up in David's trunk, which I believe David did it. Right? My perspective is David did it. And if we're talking about responsibility on the parents' behalf, the worst I think the parents did in the situation is the parents were neglectful. They let her come in and out. They were perfectly okay with her being over at the million.
Yeah, and that's why I say it's like probably in the eyes of the law, there's not going to be no consequences on the parents. But it's like, honestly, bro, if the parents were parenting, I don't think any of this could even happen. I don't even think any of this could have even happened.
Their house, and they allowed and condoned this relationship that ultimately led to her dying.
So at what point did you feel, or did you hear from Celeste that there were problems at home?
She said how her mom didn't treat her well or whatever, and she didn't like where she was at.
Did she talk at all about her relationship with her parents?
Kind of. She just said they were mean or whatever. She didn't like them.
And then you guys broke up, and the next thing you know, you find out that she's involved with this internet sensation, David.
Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen, like, at all, because like she was always like so happy and stuff.
What is your last memory that you have of Celeste?
We were at PE, and she told me and my friend that she was running away, and she said it was because of her parents, and she was like joking about it, and she was like happy, like joking like she always was, and like it didn't seem real because like she was like playing around, joking about it, and the next day she wasn't at school, and like that's the last time I saw her.
This could have just been some regular kid stuff, bro. When we were kids, bro, we all ran away from home at some point, bro. We were all sick and tired of our parents.
Yes, but no. I remember being like, I'm running away from home. And I'm probably like, by the time I was Celeste's age, I was not doing shit like that. But I do remember maybe in like middle school kind of throwing a fit, like, oh, I'm running away. I hate you guys. And I remember going and getting my backpack, putting my PlayStation in there, putting my PSP in my bag. Mind you, I'm not packing no nutrition, nothing of value that's going to help me survive in the real world. I'm packing video games and whatnot. And my nigga, my mom would just let me. I was like, I'm gone. I'm leaving. And she's like, all right, we'll see how far you get. My stupid ass, I done walked down the damn driveway and was like, I'm hungry. Let me turn my stupid ass back around. Yep. So I ain't run away from home. But, again, kids are kids. And like realistically, if I would have went too far, my mom would have not even have let that happen, I'm sure.
That's no evidence that the parents did anything wrong to Celeste. Now, whatever the ex-boyfriend or the ex-friend is claiming or relaying to TMZ that Celeste told him about the parents, TMZ isn't releasing the full audio. They claim that certain things he said was a little bit too graphic, a little bit too accusatory, and they don't want to get sued, so they're not putting it out. What those things are, we will want to know. But my gut here is the parents were okay and condoned this kid being with a grown man.
Yeah.
Just like R. Kelly and his victims. Because they probably thought, man, he's a millionaire, he's rich. That's the
Yep. It's probably gonna come back and we'll get a payday out of it. And that's sad, bro.
ticket,
So
that's the
sad.
bad. And them condoning that relationship ultimately got Celeste killed, from my perspective. But let me know in
Word, man. Another big update in this David case, man. Wow. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section, bro. It's crazy how much stuff just keep coming out. It's like, wow. Like we literally just got real new footage. So, it's unwinding. It's unwinding, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Y'all let me know how y'all feel in the comment section. I already gave you guys my thoughts. Again, go subscribe to Berto2. Again, we got a strike on this main channel here, so that's why I haven't been posting. But we're back. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit scared of even covering this David case on this channel. This might actually be the last upload on this situation on this channel, and I'll upload the rest of any updates on Berto2 because yeah, I mean, just the fact I got a strike for child safety, and this case kind of feels a little on the fence of that, but it's like it's big news and everybody on YouTube's covering it, so I don't know, bro. YouTube's so frustrating. Anyways, love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Where you at, family? Go subscribe to Berto too. Subscribe here. Let me know your thoughts. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look too easy.